But yeah, let's talk about S2J a little bit. S2J had a great weekend at Shine, as most people know about. So I thought we were going to talk a little bit about that. S2J is a player that for quite many years now have been roughly around the same ranks, around the 15-ish mark. And I've talked to S2J a bit in the past, and he seems very motivated to, get better. He don't want to be stuck at that level. So this weekend was clearly a step in the right direction, but I can't really say I'm that surprised, because partly I played with S2J this year in tournament, partly I've seen him play in some of the events, and if we look historically, he took Mango to Game 5, and he got reverse 3-0'd. This was in 2016. And then he was up 2-0 against me and got reverse 3-0'd. And then the same thing happened to Leffen at Air, like a week ago. So S2J have showed over and over that he can, when he's playing really good, compete with the absolutely best players in the world. So it was not really a matter of if, or it was more when he would beat his first top 6 member. And he has been taking Mute King to Game 5 in the past. He didn't get reverse 3-0'd, but he took him to Game 5 at one of the summits. And also played a Game 3 in a best of 3 with PPMD. So it's been many close calls, that's for sure. And I feel like some of the reasons, like Johnny has always been a really good player, and he has some unique strengths, like his out of shield game, for example, is really good. He picks his timing and slots extremely well, even compared to like Nun and Wizzy. That's like one of the things I feel like he's extremely good at with Falcon. Like, if you take Wizzy, for example, he's more known for his brutal punishes and more successful edge guarding for both Wizzy and Nun compared to S2J. But I feel like in both these areas, S2J have stepped it up this year. His punishes are, on average, better than they used to be. His usage of the falling uppers in his Mewtwo King was actually really sick. I like that one. That was really good. But his down throw tech chases also much more reliable and better. He didn't really go for it much at all in the past, but now he goes for it a bit. Not as extreme as Wizzy, but you can still see that he has learned and implemented it. And edge guards, still not one of his strengths, but his weakness of not being able to edge guard is so much smaller on average as well. So when you're improving, I feel like it's very important to have like no really big flaw, and maybe that's what made S2J overall improve this year, that he has been working on some of his flaws, and he's been getting closer and closer, and now he clutched out that win against Mewtwo King. And I could also see that for him to take this first set against the top 6, his mentality now might get much better. Like in the past for myself, if I'd kept losing a lot of times, especially before I won EVO 2015, it was like a burden. It was like hard to overcome that challenge. You kind of get like stuck in this mentality of losing or not feeling like you can overcome like a certain goal. And maybe beating a top 6 member was one of these crucial hard ones for Johnny, where even though he was playing on par, he couldn't really clutch it out. So now when he has proved for himself, for real, that he was able to take a set, I could see this leading up to really good things. Obviously it also could turn worse if you get like overconfident, but I believe this was clearly a step in the right direction, and I could see Johnny start taking more and more sets, not only of the top 6, but also like the players in the top 10, like I don't know, like he's been getting closer against Axe as well. Also a player he historically have struggled against. I'm not sure if he has been taking a set. He might have. But I know he brought him to Game 5 at Smash and Splash. So he's getting closer there as well. So yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to see what Johnny can achieve in the second half of the year, because he's one of the players to look out for in the next few months for sure.